Hey guys, even here with the old collabs, and I have some updates from our beloved bodybuilding world, and we have Dennis Wolf with his physique update. So he took a couple of shots shirtless on the beach, and you can basically see what he looks like. And you guys know that Dennis has one of the fastest metabolisms that any bodybuilder ever had. Milos Sarcev talks about giving him 5,000 grams of carbs in 3 days before the show. I mean, when they started working, they did 3 shows. The first show, Dennis had 3,000 grams of carbs. The next time he had 4,000, and 5,000 did the job for 2007 Mr. Olympia, where he looked absolutely freakishly full and probably deserved to place higher than he placed. So he's one of those guys. He needs to eat a ton of food, a ton of carbs to keep the fullness, and when he relaxes a little bit, he loses the size easily. So you guys know that he had that neck injury, a serious neck injury. He had an operation, and after that surgery, he lost a lot of weight, and then he came back. He did a comeback at the Arnold Classic Australia, and he looked. I mean, he regained a lot of that size that he lost, but still it wasn't Dennis Wolf that we once knew. He was, again, much smaller, but he was much bigger than he is right now. So only a couple of years later, you can see him looking skinny. You know, he lost a lot of mass. Obviously, Dennis is one of those guys who will never gain any fat in their life. No matter what they do, it's just impossible. With this kind of metabolism, with this kind of genetics, he will never have any fat on his body. Like, it's pretty much impossible. He would probably have to eat like 20,000 calories on a daily for who knows how long to actually see that happen. And it would probably have to be like only junk food, like saturated fats or sugar, and a combination of those two. And even then, maybe it wouldn't happen. So he would definitely have to push the calories super high to actually gain some fat, and to maintain the mass that he once had, or at least to stay, you know, big, large, not skinny like this. He would have to really force himself, to force feed himself, which is something nobody enjoys, and he has no reason to do that. I mean, just to maintain the image of a bodybuilder, of a big guy, it's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble. So here he chooses to stay like this, a little bit, you know, smaller than what average bodybuilder looks like. So yeah, this is Dennis's physique right now. We have a couple of physique updates of Kuhn Pearson, who is making his transition to 212 division, not this year. No, he's going to compete next year, 2021, which is a smart decision because this year nothing is certain. We don't know if any competitions are going to be held. We can't be sure. Next year the chances are bigger, but still everything is just, you know, nobody can guarantee that anything is going to happen. So it's definitely a smart decision to take this year off, and also he needs to make progress, he needs to make improvements. At this point, he has obviously gained a lot of size, but I think he gained like 20 pounds of muscle in his arms only. Just kidding, of course, I'm sure he gained everywhere, but the arms are looking absolutely insane. I envy this guy so much. What he needs to improve is his chest. His chest is a little bit flat, especially when you compare it to his arms. But those arms are just, I don't know, they're as wide as they are long, basically. Insane arms. A couple of days ago I made a video about the best arms in the history of the world, and I had him in my honorable mentions, actually, because in my opinion he has one of the most impressive looking arms ever, right? Wouldn't you agree? Look at this. This is madness. And he's only, I think, 25 or 24 right now, so he has a lot more time to grow and to get bigger, and he's very short, so I think 212 is going to be perfect for him. I don't think he can go to the open. It wouldn't be fair, he would be too short, but again, maybe who knows, someday, maybe he transfers if he grows that much, because this guy is growing rapidly, and again, those arms, incredibly impressive. Alright, we have a new physique update of Patrick Moore and some drama, as it usually comes with Patrick. Based on this physique update right here, what can you tell? What would you say? Did he make some crazy improvements? Did he gain a bunch of size that he was supposed to gain? Did he get, I don't know, bigger, better in any way? In my opinion, I don't see any progress. I mean, nothing is obvious. Maybe it's going to be better when he steps on stage if he comes in the same conditioning, which is going to be hard to do because he was really conditioned at the 2019 Mr. Olympia. If he repeats that conditioning, and if he gained a little, but I'm sure he gained some, you know, at least a little bit of muscle, because he was training the whole year around, so he probably gained a little, but it's not obvious. He didn't transform his physique as everybody was hoping to see. So no, he didn't do that. And as you can see right here in the description, he says he sent this physique update to Chris Zito, and Chris replied, "Stay focused." That's it, stay focused. He didn't say it looks good, you're gonna be the best, or your version ever, or anything like that. He just said stay focused. Patrick is obviously thrilled about this comment, but it could mean a lot of things. It could mean you don't look good, stay focused, and maybe we're gonna pull something. Or he could be thinking we're right on the track, just stay focused and we're gonna annihilate the next show. So who the hell knows what Chris meant, but is it obvious that Patrick made pretty much no progress since last year? I would say so. I'm not sure yet, but it seems like it. These are harsh words. This is not easy to hear. I mean, if he respects my opinion or opinion of you guys who are gonna comment down below, or whoever is commenting on his photos, if he cares about what other people think, then it will affect him. Or maybe if he even sees it himself, if he is not delusional, because it is obvious he didn't make any serious progress, and I have to be honest, it's brutal, but I have to be honest, I don't see any progress. As per usual with Patrick, we have some drama, at least a little bit. It's nothing crazy right now. So we have a comment, these people saying Fouad Abiad on his podcast, if you guys know he has a podcast, says something about Patrick Moore's nickname, that he shouldn't be using the hashtag new blood because he's in his like mid or late 30s. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense, and I absolutely agree with Fouad. Also, he had a lot of nice things to say about Patrick, that he can actually be a top bodybuilder and everything like that, but he just didn't see a lot of sense in using the hashtag new blood when you're almost 40. So I don't know, I agree with Fouad. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below. So last night I saw this story from Dexter Jackson, and a couple of other people mentioning Dexter and actually taking photos with him. He did a guest post in Alabama. I tried to find some video footage on YouTube or on Instagram. He wasn't tagged in anything, so I couldn't find any videos. But I saw a couple of stories of people taking photos with him while he's wearing a mask. And those stories are deleted. I mean, it's been 24 hours since I decided to make a video, but I took this screenshot on my phone, and you can see his physique, basically. I mean, his side chest, and it is showing a lot. He is in great shape, considering the fact that he wasn't training for a couple of months, I think, because of the quarantine and everything, gyms being closed. I mean, he looks super impressive. He has everything. He has the fullness. He has the conditioning. I mean, he came back to training a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month or two, and he regained everything. This is insane. For being old as he is, it is absolutely incredible. I mean, all I can say, basically. Can he win the Mr. Olympia in December? It is a possibility. There is a chance. If the other guys come a little bit off, he can edge them. He can edge them out and win it. I would absolutely love to see that happen. But what I would love to see even more than that is Heath coming back and reclaiming his title. So yesterday he also posted a story of this photo. He says 59 centimeter arms, here we come. And this photo. Now, is this physique update? Is this recent? I would guess so. Why would he post an old photo like this? If he wants to post an old photo, he could post something more impressive when he was at his peak. It is obviously his off-season shape. He's not that full as he usually tends to be when he's really pushing it hard. But whatever happens, he always has crazy arms. And in my list that I made a few days ago, he was second place. So you go, guys, and check out that video. But here you can see that if this is recent, he still has the arm mass. Everything else seems to maybe a little bit downsized, maybe a little bit flatter, but if he wants to come back in a couple of months, he can have the old fullness back again. I just don't know about the stomach, the midsection, if that issue is fixed, but this is recent. Again, his arms are looking super impressive. So that's gonna do it for this quick updates bodybuilding videos, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you want to see more bodybuilding content like this, you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel. All the best, guys, and keep it old school.